Hi everyone, I am making this video to go through the glow in the dark paint by FOLKART and also some other paints that glow too, including the apple barrel ones and the paint pens. These particular paint pens. I know that everyone typically uses the Picasso pens. I don't. I use those ones. They're fine to me. They're just cheaper. I think I got them either on Amazon or eBay. However, these ones are the medium tip. I don't really like medium tip. I use the ultra thin ones. Actually, I use the ultra fine ones from Walmart. And I think that they were good enough. And excuse my shaky of my camera. This is like my 5th time trying this video because it is very difficult to find a camera that will adjust to the lighting for this. So I'm going to do the best I can. To begin, I did test all of those colors and all of the paint pens. There comes 12 in here. I also tested some glitter and metallic ones. And the glitter and metallic ones have some effect. So I'm going to keep that out. But I'm going to put away the rest of those other colors because they didn't work. So I'm going to put the video on pause for a second. Okay, I had to move some stuff out of the way, and I will probably do so because I just don't like clutter. And excuse my table. That's the table I work on next to the couch when I'm doing something simple while I'm watching TV. And welcome to my hallway. I'm using the hallway because it can get dark in here, and the light is light enough for the video as well. Again, sorry for the shakiness. Okay, so back to the paints. The glow in the dark. What does the glow in the dark mean? The glow in the dark actually does not mean glow in the dark how we think. Like you put it under a lamp, you put it in the sunlight, or you put it under any bright light, and then you can bring it over to a closet and say, ooh, it glows. And it glows for a few minutes and it starts to fade. No, what I found with these, it's really glow with black lights. It's not actually glow in the dark. So I tested all of those, all of these, and each of these black ones were tested under a light, lamp, whatever, and brought to this closet, and I shut the door as much as possible to see if it glowed, and there was absolutely nothing except for this pink. The apple barrel candy pink. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, the apple barrel candy pink. That one had a little bit of glow in comparison to the rest of them. The rest of them, there's nothing. That's why I have more than just the glow products out here. So let's take a look. I'm actually going to put my other camera here because it doesn't want to do a very good video with these things. Go figure, I'm using my camera phone, and the GoPro I'm turning off. It's too much of a pain in the ass. So, the metallic, the green, the purple, and the gold, I tested on this rock, and that purple, I'm going to turn off the lights now. Had a little bit of glow there. Now you can see it, the middle one. Not much. You can see that the other two paints on the left and right have nothing. So that's the purple in metallic. Now, I know a lot of people use this hologram glitter. I know Rachel's videos. If you haven't seen Rachel's videos, I'm not friends with Rachel, and hopefully she doesn't mind me saying this. I've seen many of her how-to videos, and I really like them. Check them out. And then she uses a lot of this glitter. And I'm showing you these because, well, the hologram turns up more of a green, and the blue is the blue. And with the black light, it's not that they glow, but you can kind of see the glitter just because of the reflection of the light on them. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to move all those up. Here's the glow in the dark. So what I'm using is this little UV black flashlight. I'm using this, and I really actually enjoyed having this for when I was painting so that I could kind of just say, oh, what's it look like with the black light versus no black light versus no black light. And I could see what color they were turning. Now I still have the light on, so you're not seeing the color when I did that, but I can see here, not through the video camera, I can see the difference. So if you're doing any of them, I got this one from eBay for a couple of bucks. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Originally I was doing it to help, it's a UV one, to cure some acrylic epoxy, but it didn't really work. So I saw it as a suggestion on a video, and I didn't care for it. I didn't think that it did much, so, but I'm glad I had it for other purposes, like what's it look like now. Again, it's hard with this light because it doesn't want to focus as well. Okay, so now that we have the purples, now the FOLKART Glow Purple is the only one that's advertised as glowing. That's this one. This is the paint pen. These are the two, these two up above. What's interesting about this purple, I'm going to call these violet ones, is they show up very much like a lilac in the blue light. Black light. And the glow, this is 2 paint strokes of the glow. The rest of them is just 1 stroke because this one is very transparent. You have to put it on pretty thick to get any effect or to even see it on the rock. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I turn off the light. Hopefully you'll get an idea. See, no glow when it's just dark. But I put the black light on there. And you can see the 2 on the left, 2 on the ends, really, they really have that glow effect. One has very much a hot pink effect, and the other one's got like a lilac effect. I'm actually going to move this further here. So one's got, yeah, the Glow Purple by FOLKART's got a kind of a lilac effect. And the pen, I'm trying to get it to focus again. There we go. It's got a pink. And there's the other 2 blues. They're not as shiny glow in the dark, but they do show up quite a bit. When we move on to the orange, you can see the difference. There's 2 markings all the way to the right on this rock that don't really show up. And this one, I have 4 markings. 1 doesn't show up. So you can see the difference between what the black light does and what it doesn't. The blues and purples in general aren't as bright. So let me go on to these. There's an orange. Actually, I'm going to turn the light back on. So the purples, it glows, it semi-glows. We have the paint pen, we have the lilac mist, we got velvet, crush, and purple. And that's what it looks like on the rock, the black rock. Well, rock with black mat on it. So that's that. Now on to the oranges. I have an orange paint pen. Again, this is that brand. It came in a 12 pack, so these colors came in a 12. They're not individually labeled. So onto that, the orange. We have apricot, pumpkin orange, FOLKART orange, and the pink pen glow. And there it is. The pink pen again, very vibrant, and the glow is very vibrant. The thing that I like about the pink pen is it's not so transparent. You don't have to put on so many layers. So that's the benefit of that one. The other one is one brush stroke. All of these are one brush stroke, except for that one purple where I had to do two just to even get it to show up. So here's what it looks like in the black light. Those two oranges on the right don't really do much, do they? Versus the two on the left, the paint pen and the glow FOLKART paint. So that's that. Put those aside. And now let's look at these pinks. Now none of these. So again, these two don't do anything. It's these two. I just wanted to show you what it looks like with the black light when they don't glow. So now again, all four of these are not labeled as glow in the dark. And I'm showing you one paint pen that doesn't really glow in the dark just for the purposes of seeing the difference again. So we got the Candy Pink by Apple Barrel, the painting pen, and the fuchsia, and this red without the light, but with just off. Okay, turn off the light. Ooh, look at that pink. Red doesn't really do much. But that paint pen has almost got a blue effect to it. It doesn't glow, but it definitely shows up. And then there's the pink and the fuchsia. Man, that pink looks really good for a glow in the dark. I used a lot of that. So on this piece, I'm going to turn off the light so you can see on this piece. Ooh. On that piece, I used this pink, the glow-in-the-dark orange, and the glow-in-the-dark purple. I hadn't discovered the pens that glowed at that time, but I had to layer the paint on pretty thick in order to, and you can see the difference between one brush stroke and what I have on here. And see, it's thick, just to get it to really show up on against that black. And I like it showing up against the black because then the fluorescents show up better. Versus if it was on white and then the fluorescent kind of brightens the picture. Like, yeah, it brightens the picture and it's not as, it doesn't pop out as much. So you can see that. Okay, so in conclusion, we got these. With my favorites being the glow-in-dark orange. Not that big of a fan of that purple, though I do like these. Are pretty much my favorites in terms of what to use. I don't even like using that orange unless you glob it on. So out of the stuff that I personally found that glowed, these were the best. And I'll just put these ones in there. Those are the purples. There, that's the color of it more. Before I had the light on there too much and it didn't show true color. That's about what it looks like. with the light on. And that's with the light on and the black light. And this is with the light off and the black light. That's the purples. That's the orange pen and the orange glow. And that's the pink. The pink pen, which actually shows up blue, and lavender. Is that lavender? No, I'm sorry, fuchsia paint. There's that fuchsia paint. So hopefully you got an idea of what those are and what the glow in the dark and how they show. Again, sorry for the video, and this is probably like my 6th time trying this because I tried different cameras and it just wasn't working. So I think I'm just gonna call it a day with this one, and hopefully you guys like it. And my next video, just to let you know, I'm going to show the difference between spray glosses that I've used. Water resistant, weather resistant, price points and such, and what they look like and the difference between they look like. So hopefully you enjoyed this and you learned something. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.